What's up, guys? This is Les with The Perfect Subject. Today we're going to be taking a look at what is in my camera bag for 2020. Now, I know this video is coming out a little bit later in the year. You know, it's June, so normally these types of things happen at the beginning of the year, but we're going to do this. Maybe we'll do like 2 of these a year, because throughout the year there is a release of different gear and equipment and lights, lenses, camera bodies, all sorts of things that happen in the span of a year. Sometimes in the span of 6 months, things can change. Now, that's not to say that I'll be changing camera bodies every 6 months, or I'll be changing entire systems or any of that, but maybe there's going to be an update to what I'm carrying around on a day-to-day basis, and I just want to share that stuff with you guys. So, without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. We have 2 caveats right off the bat. The camera body I'm using is the EOS R. The lens I'm using right now is a 24-70 2.8. Both of those also stay inside of my bag. But seeing as I sold my second camera body a couple weeks ago, don't ask me why I did that. It was probably not the smartest thing to do, but I did it because I said, I don't need 2 camera bodies. Who needs 2 camera bodies? You got the EOS R. It's good by itself. No, don't do that. A B cam works so great, even if it's not the best. I was shooting on a 6D Mark II. I got rid of a 6D Mark II because I felt like it wasn't enough. I would love to have that camera back right now, but I don't. Anyways, whatever. The other thing is the recorder we're on right now is the Zoom H4n Pro. That also goes in my camera bag, so it allows me to do external recording of live audio or just interviews or anything like that of the sort. So I normally keep these 2 things in the camera bag with me as well. Due to this video and the current setup I have, they're not in the camera bag. Just a disclaimer, I guess. First and foremost, the bag that I use is the Lowepro ProTactic 350 AW. It looks like this. This is the first version of the bag. I've had it for a couple years now. Since I've picked up this bag, I've just fallen in love with it. I really enjoy using it. I've used maybe 3 or 4 other camera bags in the past, but this one it blows the other ones out of the water. It really works for my style and the way that I use it. Now, a friend of mine has the 450 AW, which is the larger version, but when I put that on my back, it feels like I'm carrying a suitcase around. This one's still a little large, but it's not too large to a point where it's uncomfortable. And I think that's what I really value about it most. That and the fact that it opens from the back. Like, you can't access anything from the outside, which gives me peace of mind that whenever I'm traveling or if I'm going somewhere, nobody's gonna be able to reach into my bag or unzip anything, you know, very, very carefully and pull out my camera body or anything like that. It's a safety measure that brings me peace of mind. That's something I really enjoy about the bag. Since you've seen the outside of this bag, we're gonna go ahead and show you what the inside compartment looks like. Right here is normally where my camera body would be sitting, and here is the rest of the compartments. I have my charger right there. We'll go over each one of these individual things, but this is just the general setup that I am using right now. In here, I've got the laptop in this laptop pocket. This is just different pockets for all the different things. So with that, let's get started. First and foremost, got the laptop. This is a 13-inch MacBook Pro. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. It's a MacBook Pro. We've also got the charger. We've got an SD card case as well. This particular one holds up to 16 micro SD cards, 8 regular SD cards, and 4 CF cards. It is a hard case as well. It's waterproof. Got a couple of business cards here for whenever I run out when I'm on the go. Never want to have I need to get more business cards. I have run out. In one of the pockets here, we've got extra camera batteries. This is just the ELP and EN6S in the LPE6N. How's that? Just carrying these around with me. You never know when your camera battery is going to die. Having spares with you is paramount. And to go with those batteries is an extra battery charger. I just keep this one in my camera bag with me in case one of the batteries does die or I happen to forget to charge a battery before a shoot. This gives me an option when I'm on set. We have got a USB hub that goes from USB-C to the standard USB 3.0s and an SD card reader. This bad boy. I've told you about it, we've talked about it, and it stays in the bag. This is the 50mm 1.8 Love this lens. It just slides right into a nice little compartment. And attached to that is the Canon EF adapter for the EOS R. So just so I can mount my older lenses onto my newer camera body. There's a little yellow piece of tape right here because the lens cap with these does not work in any position other than the one it was intended in. There's a bunch of lines, and then there's a lack of a line, and there's a bunch of more lines, and you have to line up that lack of a line with the red line. I've said line way too many times. So I just put a little piece of spike tape on it, and now I know where that line is without having to, look too hard. Speaking of which, spike tape. Keep spike tape with you. It's just really small gaff tape. You can mark positions. If you're doing a photo shoot, you can just leave a little line on the ground where you want their feet placed, or maybe you mark the tripod. Maybe you can mark the legs. You can just mark stuff with spike tape. It's a great little tool. Suggest having it, and it's super small. Like, there's a lot of tape on here, and it's just this little itty bitty tiny guy. We've got a little pouch here, a little Peak Design pouch. In this pouch, we have got a quarter and a hex key. This is just for attaching tripod heads. Some tripod heads have the little slot to attach it to, so you can use a coin. Some of them, like Peak Design, use a hex key. You never know. It's good to have. We have a lens cleaning cloth, just a standard lens cleaning cloth. Some hand sanitizer, because let's be real, we need to be sanitizing our hands in this day and age. You're trying to catch no viruses. I keep an extra pack of AA batteries with me at all times. This is just in case you need them on set. Probably my favorite part of my kit are my Velcro ties. These are amazing. I Velcro almost every single cable that is around me at all times. If it can have a Velcro tie, I put one on it. It just makes storage way easier. It's cable management. It looks pretty. It just works well. Keep these on you. If you got them, you got them. If you don't, you're missing out. A little Rode Video Micro if I'm just capturing a little bit of audio and I don't need to break out the H4n. Maybe I just bring out the Rode Micro, throw it on the camera, and we're good to go. This is my camera strap. I just have some Peak Design little buckle thingies here. That way I can take it on and off of my camera when I'm not using it. Only times I take it off are when it's sitting on a tripod like it is right now, or that's pretty much it, just for tripod use. The one downside to this though is I can and I have forgotten a camera strap with me before by leaving it on my desk sitting right next to my tripod. I just grab my camera, throw it in the bag and go. It sucks sometimes. You don't want that to happen to you. If you can, just leave it on the camera. Also got this light in here. This is just a little portable LED light. It's actually not in the case because it's right there. I believe it's called the Bowling P1. It's a solid little LED light. It can help with separation in your background. It can help with your product shoots. It has the full HSI spectrum on it. We'll actually do a full review on that one day, but just know what's in there. I also keep my ND filters with me at all times. My variable NDs by Polar Pro. This is the 2 to 5 stop ND. I really love that ND filter. It's so good. We also have a Seagate 2 terabyte hard drive that stays with me. If I need to do any transferring of files, I've got it with me. And speaking of, I also have the hard drive cable to USB-C. That way it works with my damn laptop. Because again, Apple doesn't want me to use anything other than USB-C, so I picked one of these up as well. Now in the front pouch of this bag, I keep some floss because I really don't like when things get stuck in between my teeth, and a lighter in case I need to start a fire. I'm just kidding, I don't really start fires. But inside pouch we have a little bag of pills. These are just Advil and Zyrtec. Don't do that. It's just headache medicine and allergy medicine. Anytime you have any sort of pharmaceutical drug and somebody asks you for some, exercise extreme caution when giving that out. You don't know what other people are allergic to. You don't know if they're allergic to Tylenol or Advil or whatever. Especially if you have a prescription for it, don't give it out to people on set. These are types of things that are going to get you in trouble. If they do have an allergic reaction, you're going to be held responsible for that. Do not make that mistake. It is a very easy mistake to make. just don't do it. And we also have Pass the Pigs. There's a second pig in here somewhere, but I keep Pass the Pigs with me in my backpack because, you know, it's a little bit of fun. It's just a fun little game you can play. Maybe we'll do a game day of Pass the Pigs, show you guys how to really throw down. That is pretty much it. That's my camera bag. That's what I keep in it. That's my daily carry. That's what I go with to all my shoots. I don't foresee anything changing in the near future. Maybe this camera body next month, that EOS R5 gets announced. But anyways, that's it for me today. If you think I'm missing anything in my camera bag, let me know in the comment section below. I would love to get your input on it. Or if you have stuff in your camera bag that you carry around, let me know as well. I'd also love to see what you guys do. But anyways, that's it for me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Peace. I need a good like outro. Everybody has like good outros. I need a badass outro. Watch this. Peace.